Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Azhar Abbas. We started a career counseling series a few weeks back, and the initiative at Barrett Hodgson University was to aware the students of intermediate and A levels that what types of emerging fields are available in Karachi and in Pakistan, and what are their career options. So we are very grateful to have a very distinguished panel this afternoon. Dr. Rizwan Khan, he's the Dean of Computer Sciences at Barrett Hodgson University. Dr. Manzoor Khalidi, the Dean of Management Sciences. Dr. Shakeel Ahmed Khan, Professor Biosciences. Dr. Ayub Ali, Dean Faculty of Pharmacy. And last but not the least, Dr. Fahad Shamim, he's the Assistant Professor. So based on our initial series of career counseling of different disciplines, we received a phenomenal feedback from students, from intermediate and A-level students, and we would like to address the specific questions that the students raised to the specific deans. The first question is from a student that he asked regarding computer science, that he said, what is the difference? Why should I go and pursue a 4-year degree in computer science? Why not just have a 2-year diploma in computer science?
Okay, first of all, thank you very much for inviting me to this career counseling session. It's actually a very interesting question. As I've seen a lot of students doing or trying to get admitted into diploma and be ready for job market. But just to answer your question, so the answer to your question lies in understanding the difference between technology user and technology innovator. So this diploma holder will be informed technology user, but if a student wants to be an innovator, he has to, or he or she has to complete BS degree, because BS degree is designed in such a way to give breadth of knowledge around that computer science subject. So diploma, usually what they do in diploma, they focus in understanding few tools to be job ready, or to have like a minimum level of understanding of certain tools so they can get into job. But if you want to excel in the career of computer science, if you want to be a computer scientist, you need to have a breadth of breadth knowledge in that area. So for me, like BS is absolutely necessary if you want to excel and you want to make career in computer science, and especially if you want to excel abroad. So the BS is the basic requirement if you want to go abroad, or if you want to compete for international scholarships. So without having a BS degree, student is not eligible to apply for all of these opportunities.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Rizwan. So in short, if you want to have a sustainable career in computer science and not looking for a shortcut solution, computer science degree is the solution. Thank you very much. Dr. Manzoor Khalidi, oftentimes students raise the question that, we don't have a commerce background. Can we still apply for the BBA or the BS Accounting and Finance program?
The answer is yes, because before the Bachelor of Business Administration degree was developed, the master's degree had emerged much before that, over 100 years back. And because it was primarily focused on business, developing the business knowledge of the students, therefore they allowed people from different streams, whether they are engineering, medicine, law, humanities. If you came from different streams, and they were basically allowed in a 2-year intensive course in business management. So later on, the Bachelors of Business Administration also developed. So here again, we are open to people from all the streams. If you have come from pre-engineering, whether you have come from pre-medical, whether you have come from humanities or commerce. In the case, if you've done commerce, you'll have a bit of advantage in the earlier part of the degree program. But later on, all the people come at the same level, because you have basic foundational courses. If you're coming from pre-medical, then you have a 0 credit mathematics program that brings you at par with intermediate mathematics. Similarly, if you haven't been inculcated with knowledge of computer science, there is a introduction to computer science in the first semester. So that allows different people from different areas to be brought together at an equal platform. And it is the beauty of the program is that people from different disciplines come and they bring their own different knowledge with them, and that is the combination or the collective wisdom of the class improves as a consequence of people coming from different direction, and that is basically what allows a person to make decision. At the heart of business administration is the development of strategy, making decision.
Thank you, Dr. Manzoor. So if you understand this correctly, the students that are entering into business administration or accounting and finance, they come from very holistic backgrounds, and also leads to diversity of learning as well. So thank you very much for sharing that. Dr. Shakeel, the students that are coming, that are entering the biosciences field, what subjects should they be proficient in intermediate and in A levels so that they can do well in biosciences?
Okay, thank you very much for asking this question. As far as the proficiency of the different, you can say, eligibility requirement is concerned, we in biosciences teaches exposes the students to the holistic view of science. So they should definitely be proficient in biological sciences, but in addition, if they have completed their intermediate degree or A level with mathematics, they are also welcome in them. Because you know that at this moment biological science is developing so rapidly, and through the high throughput experiments and a number of different things. In a single experiment you are collecting such a huge amount of data. You need the help of computer, you need to know the mathematics as well as. So this is the reason why bioscience is a subject which deals biology as a whole.
So how is this farm doctor different from the MBBS doctor?
The study of MBBS is different from the study of the pharmacy. And MBBS, they offer 2 degrees. One is the Bachelor of Medicine, another is Bachelor of Surgery in 5 years. And here we concentrate only on pharmacy. That is, what is pharmacy, what is a drug, how it is manufactured, how it is to be dispensed, and what are the effects of the drug. Now, when a patient comes to the doctor, the function of the doctor or the prescriber or the physician is first to diagnose the disease. Suppose a patient comes to me suffering from fever. It is not the pharmacist who is diagnosing. The physician, he will diagnose whether it is a malarial fever or a typhoid or a pneumonia. He will investigate. He will take the history of the patient. If he may prescribe some test for further to confirm the disease, and then he will write the prescription to the patient. Now comes the job of the pharmacist here. He will monitor the prescription written by the physician. Whether the patient is suffering from malaria, he has written the right drug for the malaria, or there is some confusion in it. Whether it is the right drug, whether it is the right dose, what is the frequency of the dose, whether it is taken twice a day, thrice a day, 4 times, and in what potency. So these are, and then he will also guide or advise or counsel the patient how you have to take it and what food you have to avoid with it. For example, if he has prescribed tetracycline, then he has advised or counsel the patient that you will not take milk with the tetracycline. If he is taking some cardiac drug, tetranormin, he will say that you will not take the grapefruit with it. Otherwise, there is interaction between them and the drug will not function properly.
Thank you very much for a very detailed overview. It will help the students to think and to choose pharmacy as a very traditional and a very famous career in Pakistan. Last but not the least, Dr. Fahad Shamim, who's representing the Biomedical Engineering Department faculty. What are the career prospects for students that pursue a degree in Biomedical Engineering? What types of career prospects are available in Pakistan and if they wish to go overseas?
The biomedical engineer graduates would find the job and opportunities as a service engineer or a sales engineer, either in hospitals or the medical device manufacturers. They can be the part of education, academics, they can be part of higher education, government regulatory agencies. They can also partake research to undertake the challenges in the biomedical industry.
Thank you. Dr. Rizwan, what types of subjects should students be proficient in the intermediate and A levels to pursue a degree in computer science?
Okay, so actually computer science is all about building algorithms by understanding logic and reasoning. And reasoning and logic is actually a combination of mathematics to me. So first and foremost, mathematics is the basis of all the computer science derivative subjects. So the first is mathematics and second is physics. Because if a student wants to go towards the hardware side of computer science degree, then they should have a strong background of physics to understand the electronics and this diode, how the diode works, how the transistor works. So this knowledge comes from physics. But I just want to share my view over here. That computer science degree that BHU is offering, we have designed syllabus in such a way that even if a student coming with a weaker side of mathematics and physics, we will offer foundation courses so the student could have a basic knowledge before going to having advanced subjects in computer science.
Okay.
So students should not worry much, but they should have a basic background of mathematics and physics.
Thank you very much. Dr. Manzoor, when students are applying for the BBA and the BS Accounting and Finance program at the intermediate, coming from intermediate and A-level backgrounds, should they be proficient in mathematics or?
We are talking about BS Accounting and Finance.
Yes, and the BBA program as
As
well.
well as the BBA program. Again, let's first look at accounting and finance. Again, when we talk about accounting and finance, there are two different subjects: accounting and finance. Accounting emerges from bookkeeping. Finance relates to valuation. In finance, mathematics is important, but again, it depends upon if your mathematics really comes into play. Again, complicated mathematics comes into play if you are going into financial engineering, designing a new product using contingent claims theory, etc. But as far as the bachelor's course is concerned, complex mathematics is not part of the syllabus in that context. Plus, a lot of mathematics application, the calculations of algorithms have now gone to the computers. So you don't have to do all the number crunching yourself. Bulk of you have a lot of programs like SPSS, econometrics, multi programs, etc., which basically you outline the equation, you outline the data, and it does most of the number crunching.
So a basic understanding of mathematics will be
basic understanding. We do have 3 or 4 courses of mathematics, business mathematics, basic mathematics, calculus, etc. That is required to develop a sort of a foundation for it. But complex mathematics is not part of it.
So that's the good news for all the students.
At least at the bachelor's.
You don't have to have a PhD.
If you want to go into risk management and etc. at master's level, then yes, complex mathematics comes into play.
Thank you. Dr. Shakeel, what's the scope of biosciences in Pakistan and overseas?
Okay. Since the curriculum that we have designed in biosciences is such that we are going to expose the students to different branches of biological sciences, in addition to the other branches of sciences. So in the first 3 years, they are going to study microbiology, biochemistry, physiology, cell biology, genetic engineering, classical genetics, and so many different types of subjects. Now, during their 3 years of studies, they will study an aptitude towards a particular branch of science. In their final year classes, they will be offered elective subjects where they are going to specialize themselves in a particular branch of biological science. Now, after getting the BS degree, a person who has had the knowledge of a variety of different branches of biological sciences as well as the other branches of sciences, he is well suited to opt a career in pharmaceutical industry, in agricultural industry, in animal sciences, health sciences, diagnostic industry, pharmaceutical, you can say that quality control, and they are well capable of opting a profession in biotechnological industries as well. So a person with a degree of biosciences can adjust himself in a variety of different types of disciplines.
So in a summary is that a student that graduates from a biosciences degree leads to a multi-dimensional career prospects for them, not just in Pakistan
Yes,
but globally.
definitely.
Thank you. My question to you, Dr. Ayub, that's often students ask that what type of subjects should they be proficient in intermediate and A levels that they can apply for the pharmacy degree.
Now, pharmacy, for admission in pharmacy, we have intermediate science, and A level is also eligible for that.
So with specific subjects.
Now, the subject is the biological group.
Okay.
That pharmacy is based on the chemistry as well as on the biology, human biology, right? Now, this chemistry is essential because the drug molecule or the drug is a chemical substance. Whether it is derived from the natural source, vegetable or animal, or it is synthesized in the laboratory, or it is a mineral source, all these are the chemical substances. And all these chemical substances are taken as a drug. They go into the body. So, the function of the body, that is the biology, the physiology of the human, the various function of the various organs, he should know it. So all this is in the biology. So chemistry and biology both are essential. We don't admit the what you call the physics and mathematics groups.
Okay.
Biological groups and with chemistry.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Ayub. And last but not the least, Dr. Fahad. If a student is coming from a pre-medical background, can he or she apply for biomedical engineering?
Yes, both pre-engineering and pre-medical students are equally eligible to apply for the program so long they have secured 60% in their intermediate or A levels. Fortunately, the program is designed in a way that it overcomes any lack of proficiency during their intermediate or A level education.
Well, thank you very much. We were very honored to have a very distinguished panel this afternoon, and I am very confident that the students are very lucky and fortunate to get wisdom directly from the experts of those different faculties. Once again, thank you once again for listening to us and our aptitude test. We've had a very great number of students who came up and appeared for the aptitude test in round 1, and our final round is on the 4th of August. The last date of admission, the last date of applying is the 2nd of August. On that note, we wish you all the best. Thank you.